All right, folks. Welcome to the weekly prep. It is the Easter extravaganza. Wherever I go, there usually ends up being a party, and we have a party here tonight. Look at this. We got JD. We got Dolby Time. We got Gabe. We're all in the house. Happy Easter. Happy Sunday. Happy whatever. We're happy to have you all here. Dudes, what's going on, man? It's good to see you on a Sunday night.
It's going great.
Well,
it is great to see you guys. It is great to see chats. We got some fun pictures, fun videos to show you from Friday. Got some of that queued up for this week. Gabe, how's your weekend?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was great. Got beautiful weather down here. Went to see my parents yesterday, a couple hours away.
Nice.
So all in all, great weekend of resetting and ready for the new market week.
Nice.
For sure.
JD.
Man, it's hard to stay away from all you people for 3 days straight. I'm glad we're doing this. Yeah. Happy Easter to all. The holiest day of the year if you are a Catholic. Shout out to my mom for holding the traditions together. I was up in Michigan for most of the weekend. Just got back a couple of hours ago. Put the weekly kickoff together. Weekly kickoff is ready to send. I see we got 400 people in the chat right now. How many of you people subscribe to the weekly kickoff email? Give us a thumbs up. Give us a yes or no if you subscribe to the weekly kickoff email.
Oh, I start every week.
Take a
Great
guess.
read.
Take a wild guess on how many subscribers we have to the weekly kickoff email every week.
What's the prize if we get it right?
Yeah,
So
right.
there is no.
Well, I already know what
Oh,
it
here's
is.
the prize. Here's the prize. Here's the prize. I'm going to send it out right now instead of waiting another hour. So
There you
typically I
go.
send it out at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. If you want it right now, I'll send it right now. Give me a thumbs up. You want it right now? It's ready to go.
Hit
We
it.
got a poll and everything.
Let's see how this poll ends up.
Oh yeah, I got a poll going too.
Look at that.
For
We got a
you,
poll
JD.
going.
Oh yeah,
We are
you
in our
subscribe
groove
to the
already.
weekly Kickoff. Oh yeah, we're getting in the zone. Hitting the zone early.
This is how we do it.
So so how many are, I'm going to say 250,000.
250,000.
Whoa.
You'd be close. Close but
Close?
incorrect. Hoag.
All right. Maybe 180.
Oh, Gabe, you're going the wrong way, bro.
180K though.
You go
Going the wrong way.
300?
Weekly Kickoff email gets over 300,000 subscribers each and every Sunday. Can you believe that?
That is wild.
It's a
Incredible.
lot of
Love
power
it.
in your hands, JD.
It's a great email.
You know, we do it because we love you all, each and every one of you. We're in Michigan, southwestern Michigan, southwest Michigan, right around the bend from Chicago. It takes me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to drive to my parents' place. They sold their house in Chicago during pandemic and moved to our summer home in Michigan. So, actually went there on Saturday morning, spent the holiday there. Had a good time with my old man, Captain Jack. You know him from Topstep VIP.
Hmm?
Oops here, awesome.
What's up, Hoop?
It's got a nice Cicero feel to it. Southwest Michigan has a nice Cicero feel to it. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Well,
All right, guys.
I got one set of my kids here. Another set of my kids is on the way here. So let's get down to business. JD, did you want to take care of and look at the economic numbers we've got coming out this week?
Give me 1 second, Hoag. I'm going to send out, because I already promised it, I'm going to send out the weekly kickoff email right
Weekly
now
kickoff.
for everybody.
Got it.
So
While
you
you're
can
doing that,
look
JD, while you're doing that, I got a little special Easter gift for Hoag.
Ah,
You ready? They didn't pick on, the creative team didn't pick on Andre anymore for these overlays. So you ready for this one? I don't think you are.
Leave Andre alone.
Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Shout out to the Topstep
Pretty
creative
good.
team putting that together.
Well, they got the teeth right.
Nicely
That's
done.
pretty good.
all right.
Coach
If
Ray
you guys
in
want to
chat.
follow along,
Coach Hoop, what's up, everybody? Man, this place is
Coach Ray's
popping. We got
here,
600
man.
people watching. go.
We didn't even advertise this. We just winged it.
No, this
Yeah.
is spur of the moment. Just like an hour ago, we decided, hey, let's throw an Easter party real quick. Coach Jay's out.
Everybody's here.
Family.
Yeah. Love it. All right. That email should be hitting your inboxes so you can follow along with Hoag when he talks about charts. All of the weekly kickoff levels have been updated. If you are on Topstep X, go ahead and refresh your platform. The levels for tonight, tomorrow are updated on Topstep X. So, yeah, you're ready to go. Let's talk about it. Oh, what are we looking at? Oh, the economic calendar. Pretty light. We're heavy on earnings.
tomorrow
Hoag's
for
going to take a
sure.
look at earnings. Yeah. Tomorrow we got nothing. Typical 3-6 month bill auctions. Tuesday, Redbook, a whole bunch of Fed speakers. Jefferson, Harker, Kashkari, Kugler, sprinkled in throughout the day. 2-year note auction. That might be market moving. Don't quote me on that. It might do something, might not. Wednesday, NBA mortgage applications as usual. Building permits. We got a lot of housing data. 2 weeks in a row of housing data coming out. Building permits on Wednesday. A couple more Fed speakers. New home sales on Wednesday also. And then a 5-year note auction also on Wednesday. Thursday, Chicago Fed, jobless claims. What else? Existing home sales.
Jobless
Again,
claims.
Thursday, jobless claims. And a 7-year note auction on Thursday. Then Friday, we're rounding out with University of Michigan Consumer Confidence Report, which was a pretty big market mover on their last report. The University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Survey. What they serve typical normal American households and just kind of track what they're spending money on. That's what that survey is, and it's become a market mover after all the tariff talk has started. So look forward to that on Friday. It will be a market mover, and then of course rounding out the week with the Baker Hughes rig count, everybody's favorite gauge on the crude oil market. Yep. But Hoag, what do you got for us?
Yeah, so as far as earnings this week, we are starting to really get into the teeth of earnings season. No majors tomorrow. On Tuesday before the open, we're looking for Lockheed Martin, Verizon, GE, and 3M. Tesla after the close on Tuesday. That should be a fun one. Wednesday, Boeing and AT&T before the open. Chipotle, everybody's favorite. I'm not a big fan of it, but everybody seems to love Chipotle. IBM,
Toby's favorite.
Texas
Each
Instruments.
their own.
On Wednesday, we've got Thursday, Procter & Gamble, PepsiCo, Merck, Bristol Myers, Southwest Airlines, American Airlines, all before the open. After the close on Thursday, Alphabet, Google, one of the biggies, Intel, and T-Mobile, all due out after the close on Thursday. And then Friday, AbbVie, Colgate, and HCA Healthcare. Those are really the majors that we're looking at this year. But yeah, really finally getting into the teeth of earnings season this week. So it's going to be an interesting one. We're getting pretty close to the open here, and I'm kind of hawking the dome in the S&P, is just trying to figure out where this market is going to open. It's probably going, well, I think we're going to probably be opening higher than the close, at least in the S&Ps here. 53.1275 is the settlement price from Friday. It's really kind of looking like we're going to open. It's kind of tough to tell. You've got bids and offers kind of overlapping each other. 5,300. No, maybe not. There's some offers, some pretty size offers down here at 5,300. There's 56 to sell. 5,300, 56 to sell down there. 600.
Oh,
now.
look at that. That's the benefit of level 2 data, folks. You can see what's been an offer above and below the market, especially going into the open. We got a minute and a half until markets actually open for the week. This is awesome. We're gonna sit here and watch this with you.
Let's
Say hello to the
go.
robots.
Yeah,
Gap
it
up,
looks like
gap down. What are we thinking?
I think we may open a little bit lower, it looks like now. Starting to see some of those offers down there at 5,300 if they stay there. You can't even look at the NASDAQ dome and try and get any sense of where it's going to be on the open, because there's just so few bids and offers. Look at how thin this dome is. This is the June contract. There's just absolutely nothing there. There's nothing there. So we're about 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes to the open. Let's see where these things open up.
Yep. You trade the
Thursday
open.
Thursday was definitely an inside day for equities.
100%.
Just looking at that price action, very thin day on Thursday. So yeah, let's see where we open here.
Big Dorito in the ES, real big. Like a 1 hour Dorito in ES. See if we can get out of that. Maybe not tomorrow, but hopefully eventually.
Just scale down to a 1 minute chart, taking the tilt out of it. See where we open here. Got an overnight VWAP, 53.27.
We got about 15 seconds to the open here.
Finger on the trigger. 50 lots short.
Finger on the trigger.
Right.
Live accounts are open. Open for business. Topstep live accounts. What are we doing?
Up and down.
And we're open. Ding, ding, ding.
Open lower. Lower. Yeah. Below that 5,300 level.
Yep.
About 140
Still offers
points.
coming in there at that 5,300 level.
100 offered at 5,300.
Yep. Got a broken Dorito now.
Do we piggyback that 5,300 offer? Do we get in?
Man, oh man.
Blasted right through it. Took it out.
We'll fill that gap.
NASDAQ dome is so thin. So thin. There's absolutely nothing in there.
818 offered at 53.15 in the ES. 811. Almost 1,000.
It's been a while since I watched the open at 5 o'clock at night. It's just, this is just scary.
It's scary.
Scary. Anonymous says, nice trade. What was your trade, Anonymous? Did you take the opening short? Did you piggyback that? Did you jump on top of that 100 offered at 5,300?
I don't know. Maybe he took that 50 lot short joke serious, and that's why I had to put the disclaimer. Yeah. That's why I immediately threw up that disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
What up, CJ? Yo, guys, we got about 1,000 people here on Easter Sunday with us.
Wow.
If you are not already, hit that lucky like button, as Jerome would say. Subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you get alerted if we do any of these surprise episodes, little mini parties on a Sunday evening. Y'all are having a good day.
Hey, I want to give a shout out real quick if I can. The local tavern that sponsors my bowling team. We got knocked out of the bowling playoffs last week, by the way. So
sorry to hear that.
Bowling season is over for us. But to everybody sitting over at the Go Tavern and Liquors in Logan Square, Chicago, big shout out to you guys. Victor, Kate Jessup. You guys don't know who you are.
Thank you for sponsoring our boy.
Thank you for sponsoring our bowling team.
Yeah.
How long's the off season for the bowling team?
Oh man, it's a marathon season. This actual season goes about 26 weeks. It's a full half year. We go from
it's a lot of bowling.
October through April. A couple weeks off for holidays and whatnot, but it's a pretty long bowling season. Regular season and playoffs. So Kate J's in there. She says, John, yes. Big shout out to Kate J.
Nice.
Crude is already down 1%. Down about 60 cents from 64s. What's gold doing? Gold is up 0.5% and counting.
When is gold not up 0.5% and counting?
Right? I don't know. But we're at all-time highs already.
There's a link to this. There's a link to this in the weekly kickoff email that everybody just got. You know, there's the play between gold and silver. What's a better value right now? So gold just chilling at all-time highs. Silver took a 5% dump 2 weeks ago and hasn't caught up to gold yet. So like, where's the value? Is the value still in buying gold and looking for new all-time highs, or is the value
both?
Is it both? Just buy it all. Buy all the precious metals.
Once again, this is not financial advice.
No,
It's not.
I gotta watch our back here.
I've always liked silver because there's it's a nice looking metal and there's jewelry with silver, but there's also industrial reasons, industrial needs for it. So of course it's more plentiful, of course, but that industrial need is what attracts me to silver. I'm holding some physical silver and some physical gold, but I think gold has probably been the best trade of the year so far this year. I think it's been the most clear. I think it's been the cleanest moves. And there's it's been I think a very, very good contract to trade this year. Not every year is a good contract to trade it, but or a good year to trade it. But this year, it's been a very, very good contract to trade.
Oh, did you know?
Kind of called the rally that we're seeing this year back in January. If you guys were around and you were listening, kind of talked about there was something a brewing in gold at the beginning of the year.
Oh, do you think there's some trend traders hopping into that market who maybe don't normally trade gold? It brings in some fresh faces.
If that's the case, then
It's
there's a
the FOMO
pullback
crowd.
coming.
Ooh,
It's
That's
the
gonna
FOMO
be the
crowd. Everybody
laggard.
thinks
yeah,
everybody
right.
thinks they missed out on the gold trade is jumping into the silver trade, or possibly jumping into the silver trade.
Well, it's like, yeah, equities have been a choppy mess. Big
Mhm.
ranges, and then you got gold, which is just cruising to the upside. And if you're a trend trader, it's an easier trade. How many people in chat started trading gold recently because it started going up? I'm curious to see. Put it in there. No poll this time. Hold out. We're out of polls. There's a limitation.
It's a one and done.
Or just because
We did two.
Or just
We did
because
two
we do
polls.
or just because we do the opening range trading gold every single morning now, 7:20 a.m. Central Time.
Yeah, I love that
It
segment.
sounds
I love when you guys
boring.
have that trade. Crude is down over 1% already. Might be something to watch for tomorrow. Wish we had Jay here. Jay has that price board. You put every single thing up.
It's kind
Jay
of
is here.
broken.
Are you talking about
Kind of
Coach Jay
broken
Goldie?
Yeah,
He's
Coach
in the
Jay.
chat.
Oh, yes. Nice. What's up, Coach Jay?
Crude oil has kind of broken the neckline of this head and shoulders here. And it's also the trend line off the daily chart. Basically, this is a new contract. So,
yeah.
And I was looking for maybe some continuation to the upside. What did we see as far as open interest on Friday on that push to the upside? We actually lost 6,500 in open interest. Now it's still kind of rollover, but that would be an indication of shorts covering instead of new buying coming in. I think it's going to be a very interesting market to see it come back to this trend line at some point. Let's take a look at this on the 30. The trend line comes in just about the 50 session simple moving average, 62.78 on the 30-minute chart here. There's lots of weaknesses in structure and visual targets above and below in this market, but I would love to see it come up and clean out all of this unfinished business, these gaps above, and then see a nice push to the downside. I never want more expensive crude oil, but for opportunity-wise, we'll see.
It's the one that you can feel. You can feel good shorting, right? You're doing everyone a favor.
Yes, right. Right. Yeah, you're not shorting the U.S. Not shorting America.
You're not shorting the U.S. You're just playing the range here in crude oil. Is what you're doing. You're playing the range.
Ooh, this Nasdaq last week a little heavy.
Last week,
yeah,
you were talking about. Go ahead, JD.
What's up, Gabe? I was going to say we're about to see new lows in the ES here, but what were you talking about last week? What's up?
Last week, Hoag, you were talking about bringing if we were to break back above that trend line on the longer time frames for crude oil, that we would potentially, have a good chance if we're going to maintain that range bound kind of environment in the longer term. We might see a pushback potentially into the upper 70, like mid 70s to the top end of that daily range. I'm very curious. It's kind of like a slow, gradual grind up right now, but we're back above that trend line. So a little more interested in some longs right now in crude oil.
Yeah, I mean, It's kind of what it says to me. As long as we maintain price above that, we had a P-shaped profile. So the one thing that makes me a little bit nervous about that, Gabe, is we didn't bring new business in. We took care of old business here. This was short covering. Once we got back above that trend line, probably a lot of those shorts were starting to get a little bit nervous. So we didn't bring in new business. We took care of old business. If we get a pullback to that trend line or anywhere in that kind of zone area, I think it's going to be an important level to just pay attention, because if we fail above there, then I can see this being a failed breakout, and then I move back to the downside. And there's visual targets all over this thing. We got naked point of control 6181. We got a naked point of control 6071. We got last week's low 5978, weekly kickoff low 5970, which I think remains the same from last week to this week in the June contract. And it's ACH, baby. Anything can happen. I was looking for. I would have been more happy, Gabe, if we would have added a whole bunch of new open interest to the upside. That would have indicated new longs coming in, and if those new longs are longer time frame, which at an important inflection level like this, you might think that it would be more longer time frame traders, then I could see us pushing higher. A couple of things that aren't happening. We're not closing this gap relatively quickly. This is a session gap that goes way back here to the 4th of April, and this is adjusted to the June contract. So these are actual levels in this gap. So the gap is 63.54 up to 65.59. Pretty sizable gap there. Session gap. No business was really taken care of there. So very little business, if you will, but that's a pretty sizable gap. See if there's any business left to do up there. So I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. There was always every day is interesting in trading, isn't it, guys? Isn't that what we love about this?
It is.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Ho, can you repeat those levels one more time for the gap in crude oil? 63.54 to what? Yeah.
63.54 to 65.59 would close the first session gap, and there's one above that as well. Another big session gap to the downside.
Mark those levels on your charts, folks. If you're trading crude oil, mark those levels on your charts. 63.56 to 55 or 65.59.
Yeah, we'll worry about that upper gap if we get to it. I'm going to take a look at gold here. So back here in January is when we started seeing open interest increasing at higher levels on decent volume with negative delta. That's the one thing that says this market has legs to the upside. It still continues to have legs to the upside. Really decent pullback here a couple of weeks ago. And it's just been rallying ever since. We lost about 3,000 in open interest on Friday. And here's the 30-minute chart. Here's what it looked like. And again, we have an all-time high in extended trading hour session. Odds are this will not be a lasting high. All-time high in extended trading hour session. We pulled back, lost open interest, long liquidation, possible profit taking for the long weekend. And look what's happening already. It's already looking like it is going to be heading higher. We've got a little bit of a weekend gap here. See if we leave that. Another interesting opportunity to the potential to the upside. We did try and come in and close this gap. We were unable to do so. What doesn't happen is as important as what does. And taking a look at the equities now, just for a minute, gentlemen, if you'll indulge me.
Do it.
So, so Thursday was the double distribution trend day. An accumulation of time and volume at the top, an accumulation of time and volume at the bottom. And what happened on Friday was a perfect repair day. I talk about these a lot, and sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't. But the market opened, looked lower into the lower distribution of time and volume, and then rallied, and then came back up and tested into the upper distribution of time and volume, and remained relatively range bound the rest of the day. So it went lower, looked higher, back to the center of the range, settled relatively close to the center of the range. Now in the S&Ps, exactness, as Mr. Dalton has told us, is a sign of potential weakness. Thursday's low was almost exact to the previous Friday's low. This was weaker hands, shorter time frame, mechanical buyers buying it at a level that makes sense, right? It makes sense, but that's not the longer time frame buying those. That's the shorter time frame, weaker hands traders that came in, started maybe bought some at the end of Thursday, and then we had that kind of balancing day on Friday. So that's one thing that makes me a little bit nervous about putting in some sort of base here. It didn't happen the same way so much in the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, this was last Friday's low. We didn't even get to it on Thursday. So there's good things in that. There's bad things in that. And again, it was another almost a perfect repair day. Not quite. We didn't get quite to like a point of control up in this upper distribution, lower distribution we checked into. It's gonna be why are we lower this morning? It's or this
morning.
It seems like morning already because we're already here. But why are we lower today? Anybody have any inklings on that? What about in the chat? Anybody have any ideas why we're looking lower?
Anything take place over the weekend? See anything major come out this weekend?
I didn't.
No,
we know that there's still a lot of uncertainties out there, but I didn't see anything in particular. Earnings, maybe Alfie.
No. Probably just
it's not like we're drastically lower either.
No,
because gold is going up. No, okay, go, Mike. Yeah, sometimes after a period of bad news, we need some good news. Boy, gold is just screaming to the upside already.
Yeah, I think gold and oil might be the two markets to be watching tomorrow if the indices aren't moving too much.
Getting my short-term gold chart up here. Yeah, gold is ripping.
It is. Maybe we should have bought the opening range trade tonight, JD.
Yeah, right.
So it looks like over the weekend, Chicago Federal Reserve President Austin Goolsbee said in a CBS interview that the tariffs could lead U.S. economic activity to fall off, quote unquote, by the summer. Follows Fed Chair Jerome Powell's expressing concern Wednesday that President's levies could present difficulty for the central bank in controlling inflation and spurring economic growth.
Goolsbee's not a voting member. Is that correct? Goolsbee is not a voting member of the Fed.
He sure likes to gab.
He's a talker for sure.
He's a talker, not a voter. But smart guy. Eventually, he will be a voter.
Yeah. I think one thing we have to kind of note. Somebody said it in the chat earlier, and I was thinking this earlier. London markets are probably closed tomorrow. I think they take the day after Easter off.
Yes, there are some bank holidays tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Swiss, Europe, and Great British Pound. Those three banks are closed.
Yeah,
we will be open, however.
Yeah, we will be.
Yep. We are open.
Swiss, German, Italy, France, Spain, Australia. Holiday.
Yeah. Indices might be
Holiday
slow.
in Finland?
Yeah. Commodities might be bumping.
Well, we'll be prepared for those opening range trades in both crude oil and gold tomorrow. Those will be interesting. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, JD, I know you sent me a couple pictures. Do we want to hit those real quick, or do we want to finish up some charts and then end with a little teaser from your adventures on Friday? What do you guys want to do?
I mean, you call it. We already went through some charts, and yeah, some of us on the TopstepTV crew had a nice day on Friday. We went out and hit the town here in Chicago. Markets were closed here on Friday, so we went out and provided some content for all of you. I'm cool if we tease it real quick.
Let's tease it.
Okay. We want to show you want to go over the bet first? Start with the bet?
Sure, we can do the bet. So we ended up going to the Cubbies game on Friday, which turned out to be a historic game. on many levels.
Many levels of history were made.
A lot of home runs hit. A lot of reasons why this game is on a historic level. It's like the first time that both teams like hit the cycle, like a grand slam, a 3-run homer, a 2-run homer, a 1-run homer. Like both
Yeah, I
teams
think it was
did that in the
all
same game.
full cycle.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
full cycle for both teams in one game. Pretty historic. But we were there, and there is now a sports book attached to Wrigley Field here in Chicago. I won't say the name of it. We're not advertising for them. Well, we went to the sports book. Well, you're going to see it anyway in a second when we show our best
that's true.
We took we put in a 2-leg parlay for the Cubs to win and the over. The over was 11.5 runs, and everybody thought we were crazy betting the over. 11.5 runs in a baseball game. But look at that. The TopstepTV crew nailed a bet.
Yep.
For a couple of bucks.
Wow.
Look at that. Hit for some cool hats, too, which we're going to show off later.
Paid for our hats
pictures
and a couple of drinks. Yeah. We had a good day at the ballpark. Good day at the ballpark. There's the receipts. We did it.
Wow. So
tell me about this hat. Go ahead, Hoag.
It was a $70 bet for odds should have been better than that for an 11 game spread for 11 point game.
You would think so. You would think so,
right?
You would. Not great. Not great odds.
All right, tell us about the hats.
We placed the bet before the game started, so we were at peak odds, and yeah. I think if we were doing live betting, we definitely could have increased our odds because nobody started scoring runs until the 8th inning.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
Eighth inning. That's when it all popped.
The 8th inning was top of the 8th. It was still 3-1. So like we could have live betted our way into thousands of dollars, but we didn't do it.
Wow.
Hindsight's a bitch, isn't it?
JD, gold is
hindsight capital. There we go.
Gold is rocketing to the upside. $8
Gold's
away
still
from
ripping.
new highs. Yeah, no, it is putting in work right now. Definitely going to be interesting to watch. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of cool video and stuff. Once the editing team gets to chop it up, we'll have some new commercials and things. It'll be great.
And we could tease the hat real quick. I sent you a picture. Andre actually picked the hats out, but that's what they look like.
I suppose I should probably flip this around, but I can't.
Those are retro, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're old school.
Where do you see the top of this hat? There it is. There's the top.
It's like a cake tin.
Who's the guy on your right?
It's my buddy Dom. You saw him during the bowling. Bowling clip. He's on my bowling team. That's why I wasn't nervous about putting him on air today because he's already been on air.
He's already signed.
You're watching that
mustache and beard.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Tom's a good guy.
Good people. Oh yeah, you've met him too, Gabe, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So we had a blast at Wrigley. It was a pain in the ass getting out of there, but it was a good little Friday.
We play that video or save it?
Which is it of? Me swinging a bat?
No.
It's
oh, thank God.
When we actually, the moments when we actually won the bet, when we're sitting at the sports book.
That'd be fun. I haven't seen it. I guess it's off your phone.
All right.
I guess we could play it.
Okay.
Let's just play
That's a big win for the Topstep crew, TopstepTV. Hey, Topstep win! We were talking shit about it a little while ago, but we just hit a two-leg parlay on the Cubs win. We took the over under was 11.5. 24 runs actually scored, and the Cubs win. We're taking this V home. We're gonna go cash in our ticket in just a second. Boom.
I love it.
There you have it.
I love it. Wish I would have been there with y'all. Next summer.
Yeah, me too.
Next season.
That was great. I don't know if I remember that moment, JD. I'm happy you got that on film.
How many beers were you in at that point, Dolby?
We were pretty aggravated that
we'll get a poll going.
What's What's up, JD?
There was a lot of in between there. There was a roller coaster. There was ups and downs before that was actually shot. So we'll have more context to it later this week.
Yes.
Once our video editors get a hand of it. That was raw phone footage right there, folks.
Right, uncut. More to the story though, unfolding.
And the hats. All right.
Right.
What are the charts we want to run through? Anything else we want to do right now?
Just going to ask you guys that. Anybody else have anything that they want to kind of discuss, talk about?
Any chart requests in the chat? Yeah, I was about to say, any chart requests. We're calling it early tonight. It's Easter. We want y'all to go spend some time with your family or those that you spend time with this evening. Maybe you have some friends. Copper? All right. Copper and bonds. Well, we don't have Jack here, so we probably aren't going to hit bonds, but
copper and bonds.
Quite the combo. Mexican peso. I'm digging that. Salmon. Unfortunately, we don't have a futures contract for Mexican peso, to my knowledge, right? Do we?
It's the last time we open it up to the chat on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep. Cut off, chat.
Chat's cut off.
Copper, it's right in the middle of a weekly range. Almost to the T. Almost to the T. See if you just draw like some fibs off of 5.3 down to 4.05. It's approximately, on a quadruple bottom. And then 2 peaks. And right in the middle, 4.7. So that might be an interesting market tomorrow. I'm kind of curious to see if it could pop above that 4.7. Maybe get back up to 5.
Okay. I was scolded or reprimanded by chat. Apparently, we do have the Mexican peso, and I've never seen it, but I don't know about you. Do you want to trade that chart? Because I sure as hell don't.
Currencies. You're allowed to trade currencies. CME Group currencies. Currency futures, folks.
Is an ugly chart to participate in right now. Maybe longer term.
Yikes.
Actually,
getting some strength last week. Yeah. Pushing the high end of the range. Like we just broke just barely over the previous high.
That was really good volume.
Yeah. Got some supply.
I'm placing a trade.
51s.
Moves at $5 a tick. Huh. It doesn't look that bad. Like the chart looks tradable.
Let's get a trade on. Dolby, what do you trade?
I was in a practice account just to see what it is per tick. It's $5 per tick.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know. I'm not in the live account right now. I don't know if I have data for it. Does it trade on the CME? Ooh, it might actually.
It does,
yes.
Currency futures trade on the CME. Here we go.
Wing trade.
You got it.
A little peso into the day tomorrow. Holding overnight.
We'll see.
Slinging pesos.
It is entirely possible to trade the peso.
You thinking shorts, knowing we're on the high end of the range in the daily?
Oh, I don't know. We just met. Yeah, I don't know if I can do an analysis right now.
We just met.
I'd say hi at least. Jeez.
Buy her a drink.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. All right. We're going to add it into the repertoire.
You may want to enjoy the honeymoon period a little bit before you get involved there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll send out a survey in the next couple of weeks. We'll think about it. What currencies you guys want to look at? We post the euro in the weekly kickoff every day. Right. It's on Hoag's Levels. It's on that blog every day. If you got the email, click on the link to Andre's Market. Yes. What was Andre's nickname back in the day?
Euro Surfer.
The Euro Surfer. That's right.
Euro
Silver Surfer. Yep.
I was thinking it was Costanza.
Costanza. All right, guys. We got 2 minutes left. Yeah. I'm going to get back to family.
Yeah,
what do you guys want to do?
Just
Easter. We'll get everybody back to their families. I know I got my family. Jeez.
One more time. I need like an egg cracking. I need an egg cracking sound for that. I need to swap that. I can't be using the same damn sound for all 3 overlays.
I like the overalls. I don't think I've ever worn overalls in my.
That was a good touch.
Those are cute. Well, JD, anything you want to say before we call this a Sunday and be ready for tomorrow morning?
I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Be fresh, ready for tomorrow. We're going to be live at 7:20 a.m. Central Time. We'll be taking that gold opening range trade. So make sure you got some gas in the tank and ready to go, because we will be. See you all in the morning. Oh, we got a lot more coming up tonight too, don't we? Who's got the schedule for tonight?
We got slow markets. Yeah, let me run through the schedule real fast while we're at it. So tonight, don't forget Dakota coming back for slow markets at 7:30 Chicago time Central, of course. And then tomorrow, let's crack open tomorrow. Overnight, remember, London Open with Aaron Luce. If you are a gold trader and you are up in the wee hours of the evening, London Open at 1:30 a.m. Central. Great session. It's gotten a lot of great feedback from the community. I love Aaron's approach. It's simplistic. So if you'd like to just go look at charts, price action, not a lot of additional layers of info, definitely recommend catching one of those sessions if you're available or up. Euro trade with Deanna coming hot at 3:30 a.m. Central. And then we actually have Aaron Luce joining us for opening call tomorrow. Eddie, Hoag, JD, nice. And Aaron packing the day to get started. Fast markets. We got number 4 in the big board, Coach Dakota and Coach Jay coming back to join us in the morning. Possibly an MP drop in. We'll see. Day after Easter. Not sure. He joined us almost pretty much every day last week, I think.
So that was awesome.
Yeah, I love seeing him. But we got Tuckman giving us a quick little rundown of what he's seeing. He's been hot lately. I don't know if you caught one of the last Tuckman segments with Dre, but Tuckman was on a heater. Yeah, absolutely. We got one of your favorite VIPs, Amanda, coming in. Amanda H with Andre and Dolby at the 11 o'clock hour. Lunchbox trading with Coach Paul and Robert. Top quiz, Eddie, and your favorite top quiz legend, Bonnie. And we got the rising star couple, Daryl and Rain, joining us with JD in the afternoon. And then finally, your favorite Canadian, James D, getting that barbecue sauce ready to cook something up for us in Power Hour with Andre and Dolby.
Cook something up.
He's been slacking, dude. I don't know what it is about him.
He might lose his barbecue. I might have to go over there and take it from him if he doesn't make anything.
Lose his privileges. No more gifts for you, James. We're not paying that tax getting it up to you in Canada. But that's what we got for tomorrow. So jam-packed day. Definitely come back and hang out with us. We'll see you at 7:20 a.m. Central for the opening call with the guys. I'm going to pass it back to you, Hoag, and let's finish this up. And I'm ready to get back to tonight.
Hey, Obi, any last words?
No, this is a lot of fun. I'm watching some Tom Hoagland after this, just casually to hang out and do some chores. Nice. So I'll report any findings, but so far so good.
All right, thanks, Obi, and thanks everybody for joining us this evening. Happy Sunday, happy Easter, happy whatever. Make sure that if you are trading, stay humble, grateful, creative, and centered. Pray for peace every day. We will see you tomorrow morning, Monday. London Open, Euro trade. I'll see you on the opening call. Have a good night. Get some rest. Be ready for tomorrow. As we know, ACH, anything can happen. Have a good night.
Oh, and happy 420. Shout out to Eddie. All right, love y'all. Good night.
Topstep.